Right, I just try and... Oh shit, I've done it again. No, it's fine, I haven't done it. Oh my god, I'm trying not to feel angry. Because there's this button on the bottom of the iPhone and I keep touching it and it stops the video recording. I'm trying, like I say, I'm trying not to feel angry. Because it's right there, like when the exact position I go to grab my phone to twist it and move it, because I keep changing position and I need to move it, that button is right there. It's right there. Just... Yeah, I've recorded loads and like it's all screwed up because of that button being there. And then I wanted to know what the time was, and my only timepiece is my phone, so hold on, let's check it out on here. So this says quarter two. I was talking about emotional pain. I was talking about how for people with anxiety, I want to say what the truth is about anxiety, which is that I felt like people were just ripping me open, because it was their coping mechanism. Their coping mechanism was to rip me open. I felt like there was this thing where people would it would really abrupt, like they would like slam their hand to their head again and again. I see this woman doing it when I was in the dentist surgery. Again, just slam, bang, 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 again and again, a hand to her head, and I just ripped open. I just got ripped open, and I felt like that was people's coping mechanism, that they would rip me open to stop themselves getting anxiety, and it felt so cruel, you know. On one level it felt cruel because that's incredibly selfish, and on another level it felt cruel because the amount of agony I felt once they'd ripped me open. You know how it feels when someone's ripped you open. You know how it feels. It's the worst feeling there is. Like, cortisol is the nastiest drug that exists in the human experience, and the body produces it, and it's a torture drug. It's a torture drug, you know. And I was tortured every day for years, feeling that people were causing it, you know. And it's just that I had to just take it over and over and over and over and over and over. Little agony, absolute soul-wrenching agony, over and over and over, several times a day, every single day for years, you know. And that's how I got out of anxiety, just taking it. You've got to be tortured. You've literally, it's like being on a rack and being, you know, stretched, having all your bones broken, whatever you want to call it. It's like just putting up with that for years. That's how I got out of anxiety. And I just want to let people know that you just have to take it. You just have to take it, you know. And effing insane amount of suffering. You just have to take it. You know, you won't believe the torture. It's years of torture. You have to take it. So there's that. Right, so I can't touch my phone there. I have to be really careful because there's this button there. I hope I'm not too close to the camera. I suppose I should ask permission before I come this close. You know. Yeah. Where's that button? Yeah, so, and I talked about the business a little bit as well, like, so with online marketing, there's, as a customer, there's an ad. You see the ad and then you click on the ad and it takes you to what's called a landing page, where it has 3 columns that tell you the best things about the product, why you should buy. And this was just, as I was explaining it, it sounded so complicated, and I've got to try and, I don't really know how to simplify it. It's like using AI and then putting that into AI. I AI'd how to write what's called a prompt for AI landing page creator. And then it gives me this list, and then the list, I think I need to put it into look in the reviews and in there find the information for this list, and then put it into an AI landing page prompt landing page copy creator. I don't know. Like, anxiety, like, feeling compassion for the first time, seeing someone with feeling that shame. Like, if you have anxiety, you know the shame I'm talking about. Like, I felt like, I said this in the video that I just lost. I felt like it's like a alternate reality of feeling completely worthless. You know, it's weird. Feeling completely worthless, where like everything everybody says and everybody around, it just feels like everybody around is hating me, you know, and then now and then it feels like they're saying stuff that's just trying to insult me and upset me, you know. All the motive for all this is that I feel like I'm just so worthless that I deserve to be spoken to I deserve to be spoken to like dirt. I deserve to be upset by people, you know. I don't know if you can relate to that. If you have anxiety, you definitely can, you know. And people who have anxiety deserve like so much kindness, you know. I just feel like they deserve to be really careful, you know, just to be careful around them, that nothing upsets them. You know, they really do deserve the ultimate in kindness. They really do, because they're suffering like the level of suffering of somebody who's got anxiety is just I don't even have the words to describe how bad it is. It's just evil. It's just evil. You know? It's just evil. Just being anxious because of sitting there feeling like a worthless sack of feeling so worthless that your mind stops working, you can't function, you don't know what you're doing, you're forgetting everything, you're messing up, you're getting everything wrong, and then that's adding to it. All because you feel so worthless, you know? I feel like it's been brushed under the rug for too long, you know? Oh, anxiety, they just need to snap out of it, or oh, they're dangerous, or whatever it is, you know. It's about time people understood how much agony people with anxiety are in, you know. It's about time people understood the level of agony that people with anxiety are in. I know. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm struggling to get my business working. I have a business. I think there's like a trifecta of things. Like, there's something called click-through rate, which is how many people click on an ad. Like, and then there's how well the landing page works on people. And then there's the price of the ad that a person is paying as well. And I'm leaning into getting these factors as profitable as possible. The click-through rate of the ad, I think I can definitely improve that through reading a book on how to write ads, which is just ad writing. Reading a book on ad writing, because I think that's one major way that I can lower or increase, lower the wasted money through spending on ads that nobody's clicking on. Got a good hotel to get in. Talk to me in French, talk to me in Spanish, talk to me in your native language. Doesn't matter if you understand it. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. it's uncertainty. It's uncertainty. It's uncertainty, like the business. It's not knowing if it will ever make money. It's not knowing when that will be, you know. Uncertainty. Which is a comfort, like it's a comfort not knowing what the hell, you know. I just have to be grateful for what I have right now, you know. Like, I have all my needs met. You know, I can just live. I can just live. I don't know. I feel ashamed because I'm on benefits. Like, I've had schizophrenia. And now I've got emotionally unstable personality disorder. And I'm coming off my medication, and it's just having to have faith that everything's going to be all right. And I don't know if my business is going to make money before I don't know how to say it, like before I have to, you know, get a job somewhere, you know. I think it's probably better to say, like, which is going to happen first. Am I going to heal, or am I going to make money from the business? So now I'm feeling shame. I feel like a worthless human being. I feel worthless. Always feeling worthless. You know. I suppose society deems some people to have worth and other people not to. You know. And if you're deemed to not be a worthy person, then you have anxiety. You feel like that worthlessness, and it's inbuilt into like human evolution. You know, the people who feel shame and worthlessness, they don't survive. You know, they don't. It's just nature kills them off. It does. That's how it feels. It feels like I'm on the brink of not surviving, and it feels like everybody just rips me open because they just don't deem me to be worthy of being alive, you know. And I feel the reason for that is that it's just evolution's way of culling. It'll just do away with some people. You know, some people, it just happened to fall on hard times, or just happen to be on the wrong side of what society feels is right. You know, and then I feel like just human beings just corral them through looking down on them into just not existing anymore, to being shuffled off the mortal coil. And you know, just society doesn't deem them worthy of being alive. But yeah. So I've got 10 minutes left on this recording because I'll only record in 4K for half an hour. So I've got a little bit left. It's just self-care, you know. It's just budgeting, so I've got money. Eating good food, not doing too much caffeine or nicotine, not taking painkillers, being sociable, joining clubs, being around people who lift me up, don't pull me down. All the stuff, just making the right choices, cleaning my home, just all the responsibilities, all the chores, all the just daily stuff. You know, that's how a person wins at life, through self-care. That's how a person wins. I follow Jesus's commandments. Do not worry, do not judge, be humble, etc., etc. And I do feel that they have lifted me out of anxiety. I'm gonna be real with you, I think they're the real deal. I honestly think they did come from like God, because I mean there's just so much experience behind why I'm saying that, you know, having followed them for like 5 years, and see my life just completely turn around. You know, that's really what gives me that faith, because I've seen that they do work. I've seen that they do, and that gives me faith, you know. So the reason I keep going around the back is because I've got my phone flipped around. I've got my phone flipped around, so I keep going around the back to see how long I've got left on the clock. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to not judge people. It's just hard. It's a constant battle, you know? It's just a constant battle. And to not worry as well. It's difficult, like, when I or anyone gets that shame, the brain releases cortisol, and cortisol, it shuts down empathy. It shuts empathy down, and then the only other reality open to a person whose empathy is shut down is actually worry and judgment. It's it's cruel AF. Like, the human condition or experience is cruel AF. It's just cruel AF. There are two pathways in the brain. One is empathy, like one goes off to empathy, like what's connected to the center of your brain empathy is connected, and then worry and judgment is connected as well. So when cortisol shuts down empathy, all you have is worry and judgment. And Jesus' commandments are like, do not worry, do not judge. And like, it's effing hard not to do that. It's effing hard not to do that. You know. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you're watching. And I gotta go. I've gotta go because the time is running out. It will just click off. So I've gotta go. So I'll see you later. Bye.